YouTube, what up though? It's your boy Midwest Mellow, back with another video. And today I got a few topics to discuss. First, we're gonna start with some football, and we're gonna go to the boxing, and then the MLB playoffs start today. So I'll give y'all some updates on that. So first, we're gonna start off week three. I went 9-6-1. Basically 9-7 just like the previous couple of weeks. The Dolphins and the Jags started off Thursday night football. The Dolphins beat the Jags 31-13. So Sunday, 49ers beat the Giants 36-9. The Browns beat the Washington football team 34-20. The Bengals and the Eagles, they tied 23-23 Sunday. It was a pretty good game. I was watching that. They was just going back and forth to the end. It was just crazy. The Pats beat the Raiders 36-20. Uh, that dude, Burkhead, that dude, he was out there going crazy. From what I saw, I didn't watch that entire game. From what I saw, that dude was going nuts out there. He was just all over the place. Uh, so the Falcons lost to the Bears. I had actually picked the Falcons to win that. So the Bears won 30-26. Um, Rams and Bills. I picked against the Rams and I was right. The Bills pulled that out somehow, 35-32. The Steelers and the Texans, of course, I picked the Steelers. They won that 28-21. Titans Vikings was a pretty good game. Came down to the wire. Uh, Titans ended up coming back to win that 31-30, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And Chargers and Panthers played. The Panthers beat the Chargers 21-16. I had picked the Chargers to win that, so kind of disappointed with that. But then I also sometimes I make picks and I forget about what's actually going on with the teams. So I probably wouldn't have picked the Chargers to win that based on the stuff that going on with Tyrod Taylor. The Colts beat the Jets, which I expected, 36-7. Seahawks beat the Cowboys, 38-31. Now I know the Cowboys is my team, but I actually picked against them, so I did that good. I picked the Lions to beat the Cardinals. For some reason, I just knew we was gonna win. Last year's game ended in a tie, and I wasn't really paying attention until I realized that the Bengals and the Eagles tied, and I just happened to go look up like who tied. What was the last tie from last year? And it was us. Exact same game against the Cardinals. So we beat them by a field goal. I'm happy with that. We on the right side of the column now, the win-loss column. Uh, the Buccaneers and the Broncos played. Bucks beat the Broncos 28-10. Packers and Saints. I had Saints winning that. I can't believe they lost that. But yeah, they lost 37-30 to the Packers. And Monday night's game, Chiefs beat the Ravens 34-20. I picked the Ravens to win that just because they were at home. I didn't necessarily think but I should have thought that through because Lamar is inconsistent with his throwing. He's very athletic and he can run the ball. Reminds me of the same things they used to say about Cam Newton, that he'd rather run the ball. It just so happens that we athletic and we strong as those type of quarterbacks. Um, but Mahomes got the full package and he has the better team. I thought the Ravens would also win because I can't remember if it's this year or last year they were the number one scoring defense. So I thought that would have counted for something, but it didn't. Um, some other news. I was just gonna say, so there's one, two, three, four, five. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. It's seven undefeated teams right now. That's the Seahawks, the Packers, the Bears, the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Titans, and the Bills. I originally picked the Steelers to be the first team to lose, but looking at next week's schedule, well, okay, I picked the Steelers to lose because they're playing the Titans, and the Titans are undefeated as well. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with the Steelers. Also wanted to note that Nick Foles has been named the starter for the Bears after taking over for Trubisky in the third quarter of the game against the Falcons. Um, Seems like everybody's happy about that for some reason. I don't care. I want the Bears to lose. I've been picking against them, but let's see. This week I picked with them because they're at home. I don't want to go. I don't want to pick the. I like the Colts, but I don't want to. I don't want to pick the Colts away. Um, Also, there was a COVID-19 outbreak after the Titans Vikings game, so in-person activities have been canceled. Three players were tested positive, and five personnel. So that means that the Vikings will be shut down so that they can do testing, but the Titans have the players and the personnel that tested positive. So that's pretty much updates and news for the NFL. Starting next week, starting this week, we got Broncos and Jets. I actually picked the Jets to get a dub this week. I got Saints and Lions. I picked the Lions, of course. Um, might not be the greatest choice, but we're at home, and the Saints are coming off a loss at home, so I don't know. Chargers, Bucks. I got the Bucks winning that. Jags and Bengals. I take the Bengals because they're at home. Vikings and Texans. I think the Texans are winless, so I'm gonna throw them a bone. I think they'll probably win this. They're at home anyway. Dolphins, Seahawks. It's gonna be a good game. Uh, but I'm not gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks on that. Steelers, Titans. I'm gonna pick the Titans because I got the Steelers to be the first team to lose their undefeated record after this week. Browns and Cowboys. Of course, I'm picking the Cowboys. Panthers and Cardinals. Um, so last week I think I picked the Panthers to lose and they won, and I didn't realize that they had Teddy Bridgewater, which I was a fan of when he was playing in Minnesota. I don't know what went wrong or if I missed out on something, but I picked the Panthers to win that this week. Even though the Cardinals are coming off a loss to us, they're still away, so I don't think they'll pull that off. Colts and Bears, like I said, I got the Bears. Ravens in Washington. So, like I said, Ravens just came off a loss to Kansas City on Monday, and they're playing Washington. I don't want to disrespect Washington because they're at home, but I think the Ravens are just a better team than them. They'll be Washington. Uh, it doesn't mean anything, so they'll probably beat Washington. The Rams and the Giants. I'm gonna pick the Rams. Obviously, they're at home, and the Giants, their season's probably done for now. Just putting that out there. And they lost when they had Saquon, so I don't know. So I got the Rams for that. Pats and Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs just because they're at home. I really like what the Patriots are doing so far. And I'm a fan of Cam Newton. Uh, Next, we got the Raiders and the Bills. Obviously, I picked against the Raiders earlier in the season, and I wanted to, after they won and surprised me, I wanted to pick them. And they're at home against the Bills, but I'm still going to pick the Bills because obviously I don't have the Bills losing their undefeated record. We got Eagles and 49ers. The 49ers lost the first game of the year at home. So I'm not really sure if home field advantage means anything for them, but I'm still going to pick the 49ers against the Eagles. The Eagles is coming off that tie against the Bengals last week. And Monday night, we got Packers Falcons. I obviously don't like the Packers. They're undefeated and they're in my division. So I always want to pick against them, but the Falcons are trash this year so far. So I'm running with the Packers on that. Uh so boxing, I was looking into the Mike Tyson Roy Jones thing because I thought that it was canceled or something. The new date is November 28th. Uh I guess the reason was that they were trying to allow time to maybe have fans attend. There was a few money problems because they're wondering if anybody's going to want to pay to see them on TV. Because, pay-per-view is like $50, $60. So they're like, is it really worth it? Uh, so then after that, I was talking about the Jermell Jamal Charlo doubleheader. They actually both won. Jermell fought Jason Rosario, 8 round TKO. He knocked him down twice. I actually watched the fight. I wasn't actually gonna talk about it because I didn't get to see the entire fight. I was a little late, but the I watched all the other stuff and then I had to leave. So yeah, but he knocked him down twice before he actually knocked him down to end him. Uh, I actually thought this dude Rosario was kind of fluky anyway because he beat J Rock, and I mean I'm not sure what people would think of me as what I know about boxing, but I didn't know about him. So to me, it was just like, where this dude come from? I didn't think he was gonna beat Jamel at all. But I didn't think he was gonna knock him out. So that was interesting to watch. And then Jamal, unanimous decision. He beat Sergi. Let's see how you say his name. uh, Derev Derevenchenko. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. But he whooped on my man's the whole fight. He did knock him out though. Actually, I don't even think he knocked him down, but he whooped him up. He was all swole up. Like it was a couple of times where dude tried to open up on him, but it wasn't enough. So yeah, I had both of those guys winning those fights anyway, so it didn't matter. I really like the twins. They good for boxing. Uh, they one has a loss, but it's not too important. He avenged his loss against Harrison. So as far as I'm concerned, they both undefeated. Uh, so yeah, that's my little boxing portion. I'm gonna get more into that. I'm gonna do a full video on just boxing very soon. And so, like I said, the MLB playoffs are starting. We got we got the wild card starting today. Well, it started today at 2 p.m. Minnesota and Houston. At 3 p.m. we had Oakland and Chicago White Sox. At 5, we're gonna have it's about 5 o'clock right now. Uh, Tampa Bay and Toronto will be playing. That's the one in the AC. And at 7, you have Cleveland and the New York Yankees. Um, let's see. The wild card series are 3 games, and then the next series, the which is the ALDS, that's uh that's gonna be 5 games, and then there'll be 7 games. ALCS and the World Series will be 7 games. If I'm a pick winners, this is only 3 games. I'm gonna have to pick a winner now. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. That's the 8th seed. But the 4 and the 5 seed, Cleveland and New York. Let's just pick for tonight then. Tonight, tonight I got Tampa Bay winning the first game uh, against Toronto. Cleveland will win. No, the Yankees will beat Cleveland tonight. And so the other 2 games were already played. Um, yeah, so that's gonna start the playoffs. As I said before, the wild card is a 3 game series, best of 3, and then the ALDS, NLDS, and that'll be 5 games, and then the ALCS, NLCS, and World Series will be 7 games. I'll give you guys some updates on that as we go along, and I'll pick winners and losers. Um, Also wanted to pick start picking scores. I said that I wanted to do that in like week 2. So I guess since I didn't do it this week, I'll do it next week. I'll start picking some scores just to try to see, if I can predict games and the way that these teams play, and the amount of scoring that is in the league this year. This I would say, well, nobody's scored more than what 40 points yet. No, the Packers had 43. So yeah. So we'll talk about that as we go along. So like, comment, share, subscribe. I know this was a lot, but I had to give y'all a lot of updates. We're gonna start breaking it back down to one sport per video. Uh, so yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm up out of here. Deuces.